So if you've been following this series along, you'd know that we were dealing with our menstrual cycles and how we can optimize it and how we can use it to support our activities, our lifestyles, and our businesses. We started with winter, which is the menstrual phase. Then we moved on to the follicular phase, which is spring. Then the ovulation, which is summer. And now we are on autumn, which is the luteal phase, PMS. Now, one thing I do want to say about the PMS phase is that if our hormones are doing what they're supposed to, if our diets are complementary to our hormones, then PMS isn't really a thing. Having chronic pain during periods isn't normal, and a lot of that is down to poor diet. A lot of that is down to not cycling in and cycling out certain foods and things like that. A lot of that is down to us pushing through our seasons, not even realizing that we have seasons. So yes, this is the PMS phase, but I do want to also just let you know that once you start to balance your hormones properly, PMS shouldn't really be this huge thing that impacts your life and stops you from being able to do things. Now back to the video. If you are trying to work your business around your cycle, then autumn is a great space for reflection and refinement. Just like in nature, autumn is a season of transition. The energy is starting to shift and it's time to start slowing down and reflecting on what you've accomplished. Remember that trying to maintain hot girl summer energy in autumn is a way that you burn out. Think about it this way, right? Have you ever noticed that sometimes in the gym you can lift more, you can go harder, you can run faster, you can walk longer, you can do the Stairmaster for way longer than normal. And then other times you still feel like you should be able to do that, but you go there and you're like, oh damn, like I can't lift as much as I was lifting the week before or 2 weeks ago. That is because of your hormones. Our hormones impact so many different parts of our lives, including our physical strength. And so that is why you need to really take these phases and these seasons into consideration when you're trying to launch your products, when you're trying to run your business. And I'm not saying that it's going to be something that you'd be able to do all the time, every single month, but just having the awareness is enough to put you in a better position than you were before. I personally believe that even if you aren't able to tailor your whole life around your cycle, the fact that you know that certain things are happening at different stages in your cycle, it means that you can take it more easy when you're supposed to and go more hard when you know you can, rather than feeling like you should be able to do something, not being able to do it, and then blaming yourself. I think that's where it really helps. I think that's where this knowledge really helps. In the negative self-talk, like, why can I not get up and go to the gym? Why can I not go as hard as I did last week? It's because of your hormones, and it isn't an excuse. It's just a reason as to why you might not be able to do things. It doesn't mean that you now say, okay, I'm not doing anything. It just means that you do the right things in the right seasons. Autumn, similar to winter, is a time for introspection. It's not time for frantic action. So let's talk business. Autumn is ideal for reviewing and analysing. Take a look at your progress for the past few months. What worked? What didn't work? What can you improve? Refining your strategies. Based on your reviews, how can you adjust? You can use this time for course correction. Client and customer appreciation. This is when you can send out thank you notes, maybe you could do a discount code, or, in spring and summer when you were batch filming your content, you can start putting some of those things out now that are more about client appreciation. So you don't actually have to do the work now, you've already done it, but this is the time where you can slow down, put them up, schedule your posts, take your time. Delegation and outsourcing. Now I know that it is so hard to let certain things go. It's so hard, especially if you've built the brand or you've built the company. It's so hard to let go of your baby. But there is power and strength in delegating. There's power and strength in outsourcing. You do not have to do everything all by yourself. The most important person in your business is you. If you stop working because of burnout, because of illness, what happens to your business? So you really have to take care of yourself. If you want longevity, you have to invest and love on yourself. And that does look like giving some bits over to some people. That does look like acknowledging that actually your cousin can do graphics design. So maybe for this week, when you're in your autumn phase, you don't do that. Maybe you outsource to your cousin. Maybe he or she can do your videography or your editing for that season, just so you can focus on you, so you can take some time, especially in this season. In this season, our hormones can be a lot more volatile, hence the PMS phase. So your body may need a bit more TLC. So if you can take a load off your plate, take that load off your plate. Obviously, make sure you research, make sure you do your due diligence when bringing someone on, make sure they're up to standard, but try to take off some of that load. You don't have to carry it all by yourself all the time. And for your personal well-being, you want to be getting enough rest. You want to try to get enough sleep. I know it's hard, but try to get enough sleep, especially from this period going into your winter phase, because your body is more sensitive to the hormonal changes. So it's more sensitive to stress at this point. So you want to try and prioritize self-care as well as managing your stress levels. And sleep and rest, those are great ways to reduce stress and cortisol in your body. This is a time where you can do meditation if you like to, some light yoga, breathing techniques, all of those things. Anything that is going to help to reduce your stress is what you want now. And you really want to listen to your body. I mean, our bodies have wisdom, so learn to listen to it. Start to slow down your pace and prepare for the introspective phase of winter. We've now explored all 4 inner seasons, and I hope this has helped to put you on a path of learning more about your body and how cycle syncing has the power to really impact you positively, both professionally and personally, in business and in life. And like I said, our bodies do have wisdom. Listen to your body. Not everyone has clear-cut phases. Not everyone has the ability to completely cycle sync their whole life. But having the awareness is so key. Having the awareness is so important, because it's the awareness that's going to make you say, oh, maybe I should slow down at this point, rather than pushing through. There are so many diseases where women are the majority of sufferers or the majority of victims, and I believe that is largely down to living in a world that is catered to men hormonal cycles and not ours. I believe that it's largely down to our seasons, like nature, being forced and condensed into 24 hours. We are so much bigger than that. We are like Mother Nature. And imagine trying to tell Mother Nature to put her seasons all into 24 hours. Do you know the chaos? There would be chaos. It would be so chaotic. There would be carnage. And, while I appreciate what feminism done, there are things that even feminism doesn't take into consideration with regards to our cycles. We, as I said, we are not just smaller men. We work completely differently to them. We have strength and resilience and a power and a wisdom within our body that's so in tune with nature that they haven't even began to scratch the surface of. And so I feel like we owe it to ourselves to try as best as we can to understand our bodies for ourselves, because clearly they ain't doing it. Clearly they do not care enough to teach us this stuff. So anyway, before I get too political, thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this mini series, and remember, you can click down in the description to get your free mini cycle syncing guide. And remember, you are powerful beyond measure. Keep showing up for yourself, and I'll be here to cheer you on. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.